Welcome back. This is Marco with Higgins Energy, and today we will be going over the Harman 52i insert, just basic maintenance and cleaning of such. So first, we'll go over the glass. Just like any pellet stove glass, never use an ammonia product while cleaning it. We do sell wood stove, pellet stove cleaner, or you could get it at your nearest hearth store. Cleaning the inside, you're gonna have to open the door. First, remove the ash pan. The first thing after that you're gonna have to take out is the medallion, which will be the piece that has the compass. In order to do that, you're gonna kind of lift up on it and then pull the bottom out towards you. And then that comes right out. I like to just put everything in the ash pan, keep it all together. Next will be the flame guide, which is the piece that goes right over the burn pot. That just lifts right up. Now you will have a panel on the right and left side. I always equate them to opening up a book page. So all you do is lift up on the bottom a little bit and then open the book. So left side, lift up a little bit and then open the cover. She'll fall down, she's out. When it's dirty, I'll use my vacuum or a paintbrush to get all the soot and ash off of it. And then once it's clean, put it off to the side. Now the right side would be like looking at the back cover of a book and opening it up. So you're gonna go lift up a little bit, open the book cover, and it comes right out. Again, clean it, put it to the side. Now there's gonna be a little box that is over the combustion fan with a little arm. You just push that arm closer to 12 o'clock. This piece will come out. That gives you access to your combustion fan. You could use either a 2-inch paintbrush with a nice easy hand, and you could get all the dust and soot off of it. I also will suggest sometimes getting a can of combustible air and spraying the air at it. Make sure you have your vacuum, as that can create a nice little mess for you. And then lastly, on the bottom, there is a long cover. You just lift up the latch that's holding it, and you pull it out. That's the last piece that's on the bottom. Now you have access to the entirety of the stove. Use your 2-inch paintbrush. You're going to get all the ash and soot off the back, the sides, and the top. Ash and soot are abrasive and corrosive, so they're actually eating away at the metal the longer you leave them there. Over a long period of time, that could help with warping of the stove, which is something you would want to prevent. And then warping of the fan blades, like I discussed earlier, and it could also cause clogging in your exhaust, which will make the stove not run, so we want to prevent that as well. So you're going to get all that ash and soot off of everywhere. You're going to scrape that burn pot really good, like it's brand new. You could either use the scraping tool they gave you. I know some people will use a wood chisel or a small chisel. You could even just use a small flathead screwdriver that's nice and sharp to get any carbon or clinkers or anything off the burn pot. The last part is going to be the 2 wing nuts under the burn pot. Loosen those, and your little plate with arms is going to pop out. I recommend taking this plate, and you could bang on that burn pot. You will not hurt it. It is a big piece of cast. You can take some major league windups, and then you're going to get in that hole with the vacuum and take out anything from there. That's going to clear out the igniter area, so there's enough airflow in there. So with the heat from the igniter, the fuel from the pellets above, and the airflow going around it will create a fire for you. And that's how the stove lights. And then once you're all done, you're just going to do that opposite. Putting everything. So first we do this plate. I always leave the arms down. If you go this way, then once you start loosening, it'll fall right out and you could get an airflow issue. So arms downwards. Put that back. Okay. This part sometimes could be tricky. I always tell people put it down in the front, and then you want to start pushing it back, pushing on the floor of the stove, so that this gasket on the bottom gets sucked underneath it, because otherwise it could block you and you won't line up properly. So, do that. this piece, you're gonna kind of go in at an angle. There is a little divot part on the bottom. So you go in, put it in diagonally, and then the top part will fall backwards towards the fan. And then that latch just goes back down to cover it. We're gonna do these panels, and it's just gonna be the opposite. So get it in there. You're gonna wanna go to the corner first. So if we're doing the right one, you put the right corner into it, and then close the page. Same thing for the left side. Now we're gonna do the left corner first. So get that left corner in there, close the cover. Now you know these are in the right spot. If the left panel has a little bit of give, and the right panel is gonna have a lot of give. Flame guide's gonna go right on the burn pot. And then lastly is gonna be the medallion. So the medallion is the piece that has the compass. In order to put it back, you're gonna tilt it, the top part towards the stove. Each right and left part goes over the right and left wing. And then once you have it, you start sliding it upwards. So right side, left side, slide it upwards. Once you have it all the way up, drop it, and it'll be back in place. You just took apart and reassembled your entire Harman 52i, and she is ready to start burning again. Stay warm and good luck, and follow us for any more questions or concerns you may have.